Trump is going to be
this.
president in 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is. But
2028 is going to be a fucking mess. And people got his. I think people got mad at Hassan for this take.
On the one hand, you've said the Constitution is fit for purpose. Secondly, you've said that President Trump needs another term, even though the 22nd Amendment makes pretty clear that he cannot have another term.
why does it make that clear?
Because he's on it, even if you find
for it, and then they're going to say, let the voters.
you will end
Here.
up with is a populist justification for a quasi-dictatorship.
That's not true at all. Trump
That's
works
what it sounds like.
It's not.
He already laid out the roadmap. They're going to find a fake justification for it, and then they're going to say, let the voters decide through principled democracy on whether or not this is constitutionally appropriate or inappropriate. After all, this is the democratic process. And then, due to all of the machinations in play right now, that will not be a real vote. It won't be. There will be overwhelming pressure. They will either fake the numbers or there won't be a real electoral process at all.
Yep. I completely agree with Hassan on this
And
one.
then they'll turn around and use that as a justification to say, see, the people decided.
Trump is good.
I know he also got shit on for saying he wouldn't vote for Newsom. Do not vote for Newsom. Please. Harris and Newsom, if Harris or Newsom is the Democrat nomination, I'm not voting for president. I'm not. I cannot win, or I cannot vote for Harris or Newsom. They are both the same people. Let's see. Wednesday, February 4th. Let's take a look at an older poll. Harris, Newsom. Harris, Newsom. Harris, Newsom. Harris, Newsom. Fuck, man. Newsom, Buttigieg. Buttigieg I would not like either. I wish AOC had more of a foothold in the country's like landscape. Harris, Newsom, Harris, Newsom, Harris, Newsom. Harris would be JD Vance, by the way. JD Vance doesn't have the sauce to win an election. And they're not, like, unless Trump... The only thing I could see getting us out of, like, a Trump 2028 is Trump dying, honestly. And then they're going to be like, okay, now we have to do it. Because, like, they can't get run with the third term bullshit. Harris on 2028.
Is former Vice President Kamala Harris running for president again? Not quite, at least not yet, but she announced a rebrand.
Oh my god, fuck off Facebook. Can you legally though? No, but they're gonna do it anyways. Axios. Let's see what Axios has to say about this. Former politically toxic reminder of an unpopular president, Joe Biden. Joe Biden should have stepped down, by the way. I've been thinking about this a lot. Why the fuck didn't Joe Biden step down in 2023? Swing through Deep South, she was greeted like a rock star by enthusiastic, mostly black men and women and white women. Many told Axios they want her to run again in 2028. Defied top Democrats believe that she isn't popular with the party's base. The people blamed her for Donald Trump's 2024 victory. I also blame her for Donald Trump's... Democrats literally gave the public nothing to look forward for. Democrats gave the public nothing compared to Trump. Harris, new progressive group. I saw this. I forgot I wanted to talk about this, but... Harris, new progressive group. Didn't she, like, launch... Yes, Kamala HQ as progressive media hub aimed at Gen Z voters. Not hating, but I'm curious, who would you want to run for 2028 if not Harris? I mean, the thing about it is there's nobody in the Democrat Party. I mean, I would love AOC to run. I don't think she could win without some serious changes in the political landscape or like media landscape. Buttigieg might be better. I don't think he could win though. Harris and Newsom would be terrible. We would just we'd get a 4-year delay in a worse Trump, like a younger, worse Trump. The thing about it is 2028 is so far out. We could have a populist Democrat pop up in 2027, 2026, and then run for president. Where is headquarters 6-7? Who the fuck is this guy? There we go, headquarters. I mean, if this works, it works.
HQ. Well, I'm so glad you asked. I have good news. So Kamala HQ is turning into headquarters, and it's where you can go online to get basically the latest of what's going on, and also to meet and revisit with some of our great, courageous leaders, be they elected.
I genuinely hope, like, respectable Democrat nominee.
There was nothing going on, so.
Oh,
I mean, if this works, hopefully. Actually fucking hilarious, dude. Okay, this one's pretty funny. What a way to pause on. Hopefully the next president is unifying and not divisive. I think we need to tell people, like, hey, if you're a conservative who voted for Trump, you're a bad person, and we're gonna win, and we're gonna correct the mistakes that you people put us in, the position that you put us in.
So when you run for president, are you going to impose a wealth tax or a billionaire's tax?
I don't think that I don't think that anyone, and that we don't have to wait for any one president to.
I don't know. I feel like AOC's ramping up, and maybe that's why she did the Iron Dome funding to, like, get internal Democrat support, especially from, like, Chuck Schumer. Is there an endorsement of Mamdani here? I mean, yeah, just keep posting this, like, honestly. Okay. That's what I don't like. Like, doubling down on Obama. And Obama caused a lot of the issues that we have now. "30 years ago, I'm pledged that I'm elected. I will only serve 2 terms. Trump admission. Yeah, hopefully this works. Topics 28. What's topics 28? Huh? Am I missing something, chat? Claude Harris, the first woman to be vice president, the first black woman to occupy the post, a trailblazer who many of us look up to. It was a joke, lol, you running? Oh, topics 2028. No, I'm not old enough, guys. Also, I would not do well. I'm kind of stupid. I don't think I would do well on the national election. Emmy Young. That's not what you guys say. You guys say I'm old as fuck. You're like, oh, 23, you're already 1 foot in the fucking door. 1 foot in the grave. Democrat voters will favor the candidate most likely to win, which means to them not Harris. That's true. Harris, I don't think Harris could be a Republican right now. AOC running for president. Progressive lawmakers taking a larger role in Democrat politics. Oh my God, I don't care, New York Times. I'm not paying your stupid bullshit fucking goddamn fees. You're 23? Yep. You're 20? Democrat rep AOC offers her for... I just struggle with Alexandria or... Oh. See, I don't want to fuck up, chat. I gotta seem like I'm woke. All right? I gotta see like I'm a white woman who's also woke. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez plans to offer foreign policy vision at Munich Security Conference this weekend as speculation grows about her political future. This is going to be something. When is the Munich security conference again? Is that today or is that tomorrow? Oh, that already happened? Oh my goodness. "36-year-old New York progressive is popular with Democrat base and has emerged an influential voice in opposition, leading some colleagues to encourage her to run for president or perhaps the Senate in 2028. I could see her winning a Senate seat. I don't know about. I don't know about presidential. But if she was a presidential representative for the Democrat Party in 2028, I would vote for her. At the moment of global tensions, AOC is expected to offer a contrasting vision of Trump, who has upended relations with allies. She is slated to speak alongside 2 other panels, one about the rise of populism, which is true, in the future of U.S. foreign policy. She has an opportunity to bring a perspective that is not often represented at one of the big U.S. European committee or security conferences. AOC will also provide the platform to give a prognosis of right-wing populism and provide a working-class perspective on the intrinsic of domestic and foreign policy. Trump has obviously turned the U.S. into an antagonist of Europe. We've seen right-wing populism grow in Europe, around the world. Since her first days in Congress, she's been sounding the alarm that people are hurting. Governments are failing when people can't find jobs. They're blaming immigrants, LGBTQ people. It's driving right-wing populism. That's also true. She does have some sauce. I've just been kind of upset with her recently. Plans to run for president in 2029. She's been openly positioning herself against fans, and her appearance in media comes exactly 1 year after he spoke at the same gathering where he berated European leaders on free speech. You haven't even said thank you. German leaders refusing to include the AfD, the far-right party, who leaders use Nazi slogans. Oh, yeah. Wow, 51-49 against Vance. I just don't know how she would do against Trump. I don't know how she would do against Trump. I really hope things turn out better than what's being shown. 2028 is going to be rough. It is going to be rough. We do not want Harris or Newsom. Like, at all. They're both evil fucking people. The government working a weekend? Shit. That's true. That's true, chat. That's true.